I have another one. This is the last one. Tick-tock! That's wonderful! Now all the dream tickers in my team should be all up and running properly! Thank you! My conjecture, and it's mere conjecture, is that they had already planned to keep these anomalies from the guests in the first place, but guests going missing are too conspicuous to hide. When the situation went from gradually awry, the family decided to shut down the hotel indefinitely. A reasonable deduction? But it still lacks evidence. Singular inhales deeply. As a self-styled investigative reporter, the disciple of truth, I can only think of one way. Miss, I think we stumbled upon a very precious clue this time. This family attendant named Hamilton, as writing indicates much anxiety. The family must have assigned some secret mission to him. His name would be struck off if he failed the mission, or worse, his head! He didn't say anything like that. Sorry, my imagination got the better of me. We made a choice, go fight against your fate. They will come with a blaze. They will wake up a dead mountain crowd in this torment world somehow. Unchain the sword not to kill. Unchain the sword to rend those towns above the ground. Wake up and start together now. Forget about the rules. We don't know where to talk. There was chasers of light. Find a way when we get there. We have no way to know where they all headed for. See the light from afar. Everybody, welcome back to Honkai Star Rail, where we are going through the whole little side quest called Slaughterhouse here. And during my time of trying to figure out these puzzles, I was discussing my plans for games like Withering Waves, Zenma Zone Zero, Azure Wayne Promilia, and talk about playing them alongside other games like this and stuff. And, you know, just talking about in order of the games I'll just have to quit, because I can't play too many MMOs at the same time. I think we collected all the clues. Let's look at them. This is exhausting. I'm sure you know the hardships of an investigative reporter now, eh? Come on, let's get the clues we've obtained this time and see if Hamilton said anything else. The Lady... The prominent figure. Sibahan. The name isn't familiar to me, but in the journal it's pretty obvious that Hamilton admires that woman. If it is as he said, this Sibahan wields authority second only to the head in the Iris family, which means she must be the one who gave Hamilton the mission. But what exactly did the mission entail? Erasing a guest's memories? Suppressing the anomalies in the dreamscape? Finding the source of the monster propagation? The notes reveal nothing on this. Honestly, I'm getting a little impatient. I don't know who this Hamilton guy is in the real world, but I think he's got the potential to be one of the Riddlers. But since we're already here, it'd be a waste to give up now. Let's try one more time, miss. I think you're very curious about how all this will unfold. It gives me more time to talk, so why not? Let me in. I'm already sweating just looking at this labyrinth. I'm counting on you. Yes. So, pretty much my plan has gone like this. Once Withering Waves or Zenma Zone Zero comes out, I'm going to be not... I'm already hardly playing Tower Fantasy, but once those games come out, one of them, I will not be playing Tower Fantasy again at all, for probably a very long time. Because it's more for the story of that game, it's not for anything else. Anything else is kinda eh. The events, eh. For Genshin, it's like if you weren't playing the events, you're missing the full package, so if you're gonna quit, you quit, period. You don't come back. And that's what it is. But I'll be quitting Tower Fantasy when Zenless Zone Zero Wuthering Waves come out. It's probably most likely going to be Zenless Zone Zero, just in case Wuthering Waves has a third beta. But I think the release date was shown off anyway, so I don't remember what it was. I think it was June something. But anyway, yeah, I'll be quitting Tower of Fantasy when it comes to the time of Zenless Zone Zero or Wuthering Waves come out. And when Wuthering Waves comes out after Zenless Zone Zero is probably how it's gonna go. I think I will still try to play all of those together. Reason being, Honkai Star Rail's events are not exactly all missable. They will still be there. The only thing you miss out on is limited time rewards. And I think I can live with missing a couple of limited time things. And, damn it, I'll need to restart that. I think I will. But yeah, I could live with missing a couple of limited rewards. As for whatever Zenless Zone Zero does, we have no idea what events are going to be like in there. Hell, they could end up being even easier to deal with. If they do the same thing like Honkai Star Rail and the event doesn't disappear, that would be great. And Wuthering Waves, depending on how that goes, even its events could also be... I think Wuthering Waves events, when we get to those, are going to be like Genshin events. Like, you had to be there, or it's gone. It might be what Zenless Zone Zero does, too. But if those games all can save the events, well, then I guess I could just keep going. But I think by the time that Azure Lane Promelia game comes out and Blue Protocol, I will probably have to drop at least one of these games. It's either going to be Goodbye Honkai Star Rail, by Zenless Zone Zero, or by Wuthering Waves. And it honestly might be Honkai Star Rail because it is kind of, in a way, more friendly to leave this game behind. Because, and I won't have to leave them at the rate that I left Genshin, because for Honkai Star Rail in Tower of Fantasy, by the time I finished everything I had to do in Tower of Fantasy is by the time that Honkai Star Rail finally came out, or was about to, so I had to get ready for that. I need to get up on that wall. I think I go up, and then that way, and then apparently, I think that'll work. Yeah. I mean, by the time Zenless Zone Zero comes out, I doubt I'll have to do anything in Honkai Star Rail because, well, I'll probably have finished everything by then. And again, the events I can just get back to anyway. Oh, I see. I need to get over there, so I need to get up on that wall specifically. Oh. I do think I have it figured out for now, and if another gacha game has to be quit, it's gonna have to be Honkai Star Rail after Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero. And the reason being, those are newer, this is older. So that's kind of why this would have to be stopped. As much as I love this, it would have to be stopped. Or, it doesn't get stopped, I play 4 at the same time, but then I don't play any other game ever again. I only play these games. And then if we keep increasing those games that we play, then I'm not even going to be editing them anymore. They're probably just going to be streamed. But considering, you know, I gotta get work and everything anyway, probably would just be streamed anyway. Which means I could just come back and play these things. Miss, I think I'm at my limit. I hope that Mr. Hamilton will get to the point this time and stop beating around the bush with his entries. Hurry before I faint. We must look at the clues. Telekinesis. You can never be too wary of the dishwashers. Hamilton, you annoying fool, no matter where you are right now. I'll punch you in the face! The PPG person is fuming with rage at the note, not a figure of speech, but literally steaming with smoke, and she turns her face sideways and falls over. This heart-wrenching land of dreams. You guess she won't be coming back for a while. Huh. You really give it the name Slaughterhouse, and that's the way it ends. Funny. Sweet Dreams Time, we already did this. What's this one? Cosmic Star. This is another long one. I really don't want to do this one because of that creepy guy. Back in Golden Hour, there's that one guy who's like crying over here. I think it was over here.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Is he really the crying giant? Am I really gonna have to go through this nonsense? I'm gonna give you something to cry about. Our eyes are often said to be the window to our souls. Back then, I wasn't able to grasp the true meaning of this phrase, but now, having gone through some ups and downs, I found myself staring at Penacony, hoping that my gaze can penetrate its extravagant and vain facade. You don't look like you're crying. She exudes an air of elegance and luxury, the unceasing lights of the pearls of her necklace, and the agates on her bracelet. Only by offering things to her can one stand a chance of gaining her favor. Outworlder, you have a once-in-a-lifetime chance to better assimilate in this grand and bustling metropolis. Will you seize it? Are you a riddler? How boorish. I can't believe this is how you respond to my kind offer. Okay, I need to put these somewhere else because these things are not staying where they're supposed to be. Listen, I have a part-time job for you. If you complete the job well, you'll earn a fortune. A sum you can hardly imagine. It's pretty simple. I need you to gather a person's info for me. The means available to you include, but are not limited to, recording her work in her everyday life, saving relevant images and videos, and obtaining any information about her via any channel possible. Yeah, no, this sounds sick. What kind of wrong idea are you getting? I'm not... Oh, I see, I haven't told you everything about me. I used to be a manga artist, and now I'm a producer. I was even featured in the Galactic Artist magazine of Epsilon before. Do you have any idea how big a deal that is? Let me cut to the chase here. The subject of my investigation is a big shot in the Bloodhound family, and I'm planning to film a superhero movie about her. It sounds shady to me. I'm not doing it. Well, I never force people into doing things they don't like. Since you insist on saying no, I won't push you. Anyway, if you change your mind, I'll consider giving you another chance. Yeah, I'm not up for this. You're weird.
The 30...
Can I touch the fluff ball on your head? Well, it seems like you're more open-minded than I thought, my friend. I don't hate you, but we can put this thing off until you finish helping me gather my inspiration.
The 30...
Is he gonna cry now? The PPC before you suddenly clutches his head in agony, with his body trembling uncontrollably. Why? Tell me, what did I do wrong? These brutal netizens keep questioning my character and abilities. I've already offered my apology. What else do they want me to do? Is my death the only thing that can appease them? Calm down, buddy. Yeah, indeed. Sooner or later, one will face their true self. I can hear it now. Sweet silence and peace are calling to me. I'm like a bird trapped in a cage. Jumping off bravely is my only way to freedom. Alas, looking back at my journey, I've never given up on my dream, no matter how challenging things are. I didn't expect it was you who would stay by my side in the end. It's time to go our separate ways, my friend. I wish to depart in silence, just like a soberer who sets off before dawn as to not awaken the birds in a dew. Please don't come looking for me, and don't let others disturb my peace. I don't want any trouble, and avoiding the bloodhound is the last thing I want to have happen. Just let me go quietly at the dream's edge. I want to be like a bird that flies across the sky without leaving a single trace. Well, we sure have disturbed him. Well, I guess I'll do this one up to a point. But the moment he starts asking me to go after that lady again, I'm gonna stop. Wait, what is this? Wait, no, hold on, what the fuck? You're here after all. Didn't I tell you? Have you come alone? Who else do you expect to come here? No, nothing. I mean, it's good enough that you make it here. Are you here to see me off, my friend? Do you feel the same way as I do? What's with all you people wanting to jump? There's no place for people like us, even though the world is vast. When we look back on our journey in the Penacony, it will dawn upon us that we are nothing but some travelers without a place to belong. It's impossible to fall to your death in a dream. Oh, I see you're trying to provoke me, but I won't fall for it. You carefully step forward and the peepee person shoots you a warning look, but doesn't seem to be stopping you. I didn't want to stoop to the level of my colleagues who degraded and slandered me, and I've long mastered the skill to see the good in the negative remarks made about me, but this time, I know they're jealous of me. They can say whatever they want about me, but I can't allow them to ruin my dream. Well, go ahead and jump. Do a backflip if you can. How can you have so little empathy? I knew it. Everyone in this world is so cold and mean. People like you will never get it. You came to move towards him, but the peepee person is too absorbed in his own emotions to notice your movements. You won't understand the amount of pressure and pain I've had to bear all this time. I can't help breaking down every time I'm bombarded by insulting and scathing remarks in the middle of the night. Yet I have to act like nothing is wrong the next day. You know, help? Is he falling? I guess he fell. He summons an astonishing amount of strength from his petite figure, leaving a circular red mark on your arm. That was scary. I almost died. Do you still want to jump now? After going through that narrow escape, I've had an epiphany on the true meaning of life. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Let's go, I need to get a grip. I guess that's what that was.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I get it now. What's that saying again? Where there's life, there's hope. Thank you so much for this valuable lesson, stranger. I won't ever slide into self-destruction again. You clearly just chickened out right now. What are you talking about? I'm expressing my gratitude to you. Can't you tell? Forget it. I never expect you to fully understand my plight. The pressure of dealing with the boycott against me in the industry and my ungrateful employees is just too much sometimes. This is exhausting. I understand I've chosen a challenging path for myself. I have to brave through numerous hurdles to get closer to my lofty ambition. Now I need to rest. Here, take this. Consider it a token of my appreciation for being my life savior. Yeah, you're kinda just... leave him how he is. He kinda just pathetic. Ah yeah, you too. Are you ready for the Song of Beauty from the planet of Canticles, dear lady? The planet of Canticles? I see you are not familiar with my music. Let me introduce it to you. Have you ever heard of the name Mendisa? Is it someone's name? Someone's name? Well, if you compare it to someone, then she might be a goddess of immortal beauty. It's actually the name of the planet of Canticles. Since the dawn of civilization, Mendicia has believed in beauty. Idrilla bestowed upon us the wall of mirrors that shield us from plagues. Henceforth, the world concealed its traces in the star ocean, and only a few knew of its existence. Gradually, it became a peaceful wonderland where people indulged in feasts and drinks in the forest of flowers, explored and sang in praise of beauty, referring to their homeland as the planet of Canticles. However, as the beauty disappeared, the blessing she left behind gradually crumbled. Approximately 2 amber eras ago, the wall of mirrors collapsed entirely, and soon after, like a vulnerable butterfly, Mendasia was swallowed by a terrifying interstellar beast. The surviving Mendasians have been wandering ever since, and so no one believes in the paradise spoken of those refugees. Only a few musical pieces, known as the Song of Beauty, serve as evidence of the existence of the planet of Canticles. The enchanting realm of the beauty has faded, and if its remaining art withers away, the crown of cosmic art will lose one of the brightest jewels, which each additional listener, the enduring flame of art will shine brighter, so I hope you can support my performance. Sure. Thank you for your support. I salute you on behalf of the beauty. I will continue to preserve the Song of Beauty for the sake of the planet of Canticles and the precious beauty of the universe. All of a sudden, Wariosa's serene face lights up with joy as she opens her mouth and sings in an unfamiliar language, in a tone you have never heard before. Yeah, I ain't gonna try that. Each syllable of the song seems to imitate the sound of nature, rustling of leaves, buzzing of insects, chirping of birds, low growl of beasts, raindrops hitting the ground. The amalgamation of sounds creates a marvelous rhythm. The song is somewhat shrill, sometimes raw, and you didn't even know these are sounds producible by human vocal cords. It's hard to tell if music can be called melodious, but the wild vigor within the song is palpable. Whew. That was the first song I learned as a child, and I don't know why I sang it out loud. How peculiar. Is this the Song of Beauty? Yes, it's the most iconic ballad of Mendasia, but I have never performed it in Penacony. Although the language of this song is no longer spoken, the meaning of each lyric has been passed down. Mendasia, Mendasia. You nourish Idrilla's flourishing flowers with the sands of art. That is the meaning of the lyrics I just sang. Mendasia, the planet of Canticles, has perished even before I was born. I have never witnessed her or seen any images of her, but by singing that song, I can imagine a paradise where one can freely sing under the sunlight. Dear lady, what do you think of this song? Beautiful. Thank you, but my manager doesn't approve of it at all. My manager told me that this style of music doesn't appeal to the audience at all, and will only deter guests seeking elegance to achieve fame. I must first sing songs that are recognized by the market. So I started imitating popular styles and composed the fabricated Song of Beauty. Surprisingly, that ruse managed to deceive the audience. My performances were well received within the music fan community. I got on the cover of Art of the Dreamscape, and that song even won numerous rewards. It's absurd how the most banal melodies, compelled with some obscure instruments and a contrived narrative, can be hailed as artistic masterpieces. Every day I reluctantly sang Wise, as if it were not for a spur-of-the-moment decision just now, I would have forgotten about the real Song of Beauty. However, Is the song of beauty truly magnificent? No. Style, audience, and popularity are merely pretexts to conceal prejudices. I am determined to prove it to my manager, and the Mendasian music will become a hit. It's destined to succeed. I appreciate your support, but before I bring this song to the stage, I must first convince my stubborn manager that my music will not blow the show. As for how to persuade her, I can start with a roadshow and assess the audience's reaction. If the audience approves my performance, she won't be able to use market reviews as an excuse to dissuade me. I can organize the roadshow at Iden Park, as it attracts visitors who seek novelty and individuality. They'll undoubtedly be more receptive to a different style of music. I'll be preparing for the show, dear lady. I kindly request your presence to witness my performance on the stage. I'm confident that you won't be disappointed with my performance. I think she is the last character that has that, because I didn't see any other character that had that on them. They're probably around here hidden, I don't know. But I do believe that was the last one. Just give me the quest. Characters involved in this mission are currently occupied by... Who? I want to know who's walked behind this, though. Who has walked behind that? Who the hell was locked behind this quest? This makes no damn sense to me.
Not enough credits left?
Not enough cash, stranger. Why are there so many people gathered around here? Who's that woman? You don't know her? That's Rose, a renowned songstress from the Planet of Canticles. So it is Rose. What a treat to hear her song of beauty for free. Thank you all for attending, my dear audience. This time I brought some special music. This song is different from my usual style, but I implore your patience as you experience the beauty within it. Is that truly Rose's voice? Oh man, this is terrible. Please stop making vulgar remarks. There must be more to Rose's music. Well, at least you liked it, right? Harsh listener. Oh man. I never imagined I would perform this song of beauty in front of everyone, but it's been such a long time, my manager should be coming for me. I'm sorry, but I must go back to OD Mall to distribute brochures. Dear lady, could you please ask the audience's thoughts on my new song? I would greatly appreciate it. I heard that there's someone on Pentaconi who could sing the Song of Beauty, so I didn't even blink when I brought the tickets for the performance. What a disappointment. I knew all about this marketing gimmick. They create the buzz and then pull out the ridiculous act to cash in on the hype. If this so-called Song of Beauty actually worked, the tune I hum in the shower would have resurrected Drilla ages ago. I gotta find a way to resell my ticket. Rather than wasting time listening to this nonsense, I prefer to enjoy Robin's songs at the hotel. What a shame. Rose has changed. It's an offense to us, her greatest fans. It's an insult, a betrayal. We adore the noble and elegant Rose who sings soft songs with her sweet voice. Is that the true Song of Beauty, not this repugnant mishmash? I really wish she could return to her previous self and stop teasing her fans with such weird noises. Otherwise, how will we face our fellow music fans? What an avant-garde style of music, worthy of admiration. Rose is truly an artist in her own right, managing to be famous while pushing the boundaries of music and art. Come on, if she hadn't told me that she would sing a song, I might have reported the Bloodhound family that someone was making a scene on the street. How putrid. This is called experimental music. It's radical, pure, and extreme form of self-expression. You can't grasp it at all, can you? No, I don't understand it a bit. Why don't you explain what makes this song so remarkable? Think about it. Why did Rose scream on stage? Doesn't it resemble the wailing of losers trapped in their nightmare? Man, I might need myself a little break. My throat's starting to hurt. Though her voice, she captures that very scenario, expressing the pain felt by dream chasers who are unable to fulfill their dreams. I'm not sure if she's trying to express pure pain, but it can definitely be a real pain for the audience to endure. That's odd, suppressing your mundane grasp. In my humble opinion, she was singing about people like you, whose lives aren't as fulfilling as they wish them to be. People don't seem to be impressed by Rosa's music. Well, I'll still end up there just about the same time. Alright, I made a mistake. I should have gone the upper route.
How are the tickets sold out already?
I don't know, bro. Why don't you ask somebody who cares? I don't want the soul glad. Stop asking. Dear lady, thank you for your support earlier. Have you asked the audience about how they thought? Their reviews are mixed. That's understandable. I suppose I was too naive. My manager was right. Music with such a unique style is unlikely to be appreciated by everyone. It's just that I haven't performed my music in so long that I was overwhelmed with joy when I finally sang it again. However, I already began to regret it as soon as I stepped onto the stage. I've become a famous songstress in Penacony for a long time. How could I not know what kind of music the market prefers? The moment I opened my mouth, I already foresaw the outcome. I thought that with my reputation and fans, I could make people appreciate the true essence of Song of Beauty. But I forgot that I achieved everything through deception. By abandoning the falsehoods, I gave up everything I had. You can perform your favorite music from scratch. No, I can't. And I won't do that. At the end of my performance, when I saw those disapproving glances and heard no cheers or applause in my ears, it felt as though I was being torn apart by the most terrible nightmare. I experienced unimaginable pain, more agonizing than the destruction of my home planet or the demise of the beauty. It was then that I fully realized that my desire was not for everyone to appreciate the Song of Beauty, but for everyone to appreciate Rose. It turns out I love myself more than the Mendacia and the Goddess of Beauty. Mendacia, Mendacia! Rose sings the Song of Beauty once again. Her voice is low, hoarse, savage, and rough as before, but no longer filled with vigor and joy. Instead, it became an unbridled catharsis of long-suppressed pain. Dear lady, I'm afraid you will be the last listener of the Song of Beauty. I will tuck it away and never perform it again. Continue singing those vulgar lies, deriving satisfaction from the applause and cheers. Yes, this is the real Rose. Will you continue supporting me like this, dear lady? Thank you for your unwavering support. You truly are a kind listener. I won't let you down, even if it's a fabricated lie. I will make it more melodious. Thank you for awakening me from my false dreams. Now I have discovered my true aspirations, and I'm willing to go any lengths to pursue them. Well, at least I guess you can make the wise livelier now.
Every night I will save your life.